Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining me on my YouTube channel. My name is Claire and I have a 2-card tarot reading for you today. It's Wednesday the 15th of March. So we're halfway through March. I feel like it's whizzed by. I don't know if it feels the same for you, but I certainly feel like our energies and everything is really picking up and speeding up. So let's see what cards we've got. It's falling all over the place today. Right, 2 came out at the same time. Okay, well that's interesting. We've got the 9 of emotions, which is kind of like the cups. And we've got the 10 of inspiration. Now this is exactly the same card, or say exactly, it's a different version of the same card, the 10 of wands that we had yesterday. Okay. Now yesterday the 10 of wands was paired with the 2 of swords, and I was talking about patience and that flash of inspiration that may or may not come yesterday. So maybe it's coming again. Maybe there's a little bit of emotional work to do before you make any decisions. So I feel this is very much tied to yesterday's message. So if you didn't see yesterday's message, please do go and have a look. Because the fact that the 10 of wands there was paired with the 2 of swords, and swords are all to do with our minds. But this time we've got the 9 of emotions, which is obviously to do with our emotions and our heart. But this lady's meditating and she's submerged in water. And I feel like this person is sitting there just thinking, you know what, don't care what else is going on in my world. I've worked out that me and my self-care and, you know, the decisions I make are all for my benefit. And that's not selfish to suddenly think, I'm going to prioritise myself. It really isn't. And I feel perhaps that the reason that yesterday we was kind of having that torn duality of having an idea and thinking it's wrong is because we're almost learned not to take care of ourselves, aren't we? You know, not be selfish and, you know, do things for others. And, you know, obviously there's a place for that. But we often neglect ourselves. And I feel that this is the wake-up call today. The 9 of emotions is the wake-up call that every single day you need to prioritise self-care. Now that might be setting boundaries, saying no if you can't help someone, if you're absolutely exhausted at the end of a day, or, you know, you've got a lot of different things going on that are requiring your attention, and then someone calls you and says, oh, can you just help me with this? Saying no is not a problem because if all you really want to do is just take a little bit of time out to chill, you shouldn't have to make excuses for that. Okay, so that's coupled with, I'm just having a look at this card because I haven't used these cards for a little while. The 10 of inspiration. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 9 of these urns and they're all by a ball for some reason. I don't know why. And this lady is carrying one. Oh, I don't know what that means. That's really random. That is really random. But I do want to say, if you are intrigued, I feel like the ball is a message somewhere. So maybe let's look at cows and balls and see what the message is. I think in my spirit animal cards, the ball is likened to the Hierophant in the Major Arcana, which is, again, it's like a spiritual teacher, and obviously it's a very sacred animal in lots of cultures. So I feel like there's a link there, but it's confusing me a little bit, so I'm gonna just leave that with you. But what I've also really drawn to is the sparkly stuff that's coming out of this lady's, you know, what she's carrying, this urn here. It's not coming out of any of the others, but this is this lady's potential, you know, and this lady's looking after. And when you start to look after yourself and prioritise self-care, just start opening up your life to realising that, yeah, I have got a lot of potential. I have got a lot to give. Why have I not done this before? Or inspiring you to be creative. Don't forget, this is not the 10 of wands. This is the 10 of inspiration. And I feel that the word inspiration is really relevant here. Because if you've taken the last couple of days thinking, yeah, something needs to change, something needs to be let go of, something needs to stop, it's that idea of because if I do let those go, that opens up my time, my energy, my money, my skills to do whatever it is. You know, we've got a 9 and a 10. We're getting the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new cycle. And if your head and your heart are in the right space, then that opens up just so much potential and so much, creativeness that might just be that spark to start something new. So I do feel the start of this week, today and yesterday, is just talking about those endings. You know, maybe this is the week you're going to hand your notice in, or maybe this is the week that you're going to think, do you know what, this house, I'm tied to it and I don't need to be. I'm going to go and move, downsize and be a lot better off and not have to work 60 hours a week. Or, you know, there's loads of different things that maybe it's the pressure, you know, peer pressure, thinking, I don't really care about these people's opinions. I'm going to go and do my own thing. You know, breaking free of the pack and going your own way. There's lots of different things, but I feel the message here is you can't get that creative inspiration if you don't look after yourself. All right. So yesterday was about our mind. Today is about our feelings. And I really would like to say, prioritise self-care today. If you don't meditate, then maybe the water's the swimming. Maybe it's an activity that you do, or just walking in nature. Maybe there's some sort of water-related activity that you do. Might even be just going to have a nice relaxing bath and submerging yourself in water and lighting candles, and just to say, whatever it takes to give you that nice bit of time for you. To recharge your batteries and start looking at, what else you can do and how you can light the world up with your wonderful, wonderful self. Okay, right. I hope you enjoyed that. I'll be back again tomorrow on Thursday with another reading. So please do like and subscribe to my channel. That's always really lovely when you do that. And leave me a comment if that resonated with you. All right. See you again. Have a great day. Bye.